Get ready to see the moon like you've never seen it before.
Next Monday, the National Geographic Channel presents Direct from the Moon, featuring spectacular high-definition images of our moon captured by Japan's Kaguya spacecraft.
Jeff Hanley is the manager of NASA's Constellation program that will take astronauts to the moon, Mars, and beyond. So, Jeff, good morning. I'm sure you have been looking at these pictures with an eye that none of us bring to it.
Well, it's been very exciting to see these images of the moon in detail that we've never seen before. It's interesting, actually, that we have better pictures of Mars than we do of the moon in many cases.
And this is something even in the moon missions you wouldn't see the moon, the Earth rising over the lunar surface.
Yeah,
that's a very rare event.
The very rare event. The geometry of the Earth and the moon and where the spacecraft was over the surface was just right. It only happens a couple times a year.
And then there's these incredible three-dimensional images that Kaguya was able to really create of this crater, the Tycho crater.
Tycho crater, right? And it's one of those Rosetta Stones that we're trying to use to understand the geologic processes on the Earth and the features that we see on the Earth.
Yeah. We also have a flyover of the far side of the moon. Why is it not accurate to call it the dark side of the moon?
Oh, great question. The far side of the moon sees the sun, of course. When the moon is a new moon, for example, when the side facing the Earth is dark, the sun is shining on the opposite side. So it's a great Pink Floyd line, but it's not. It's a misnomer to think of it as the dark side.
And Jeff, in so many ways, I mean, the moon seems like yesterday's news. 40 years ago, before we first landed on the moon. Is there still more to learn? Why is it important that the U.S. now proceeds with this return to the moon? What, in 2020? 2020
is our target date. We hope to be able to send twice as many people, to stay twice as long, to go anywhere on the moon, which was something Apollo couldn't do. That's what the Constellation program is about. And the first steps are being taken right now as we assemble down at the Kennedy Space Center the parts of the first rocket that will start that endeavor back to the moon.
Back to the future. It'll look like the old Saturn rockets, right?
Correct. And Kaguya is a key piece of that journey back to the moon, because it'll be an international endeavor.
Jeff Hanley, good to have you here. It's don't see imagination. It's fun stuff. We appreciate it. And Direct from the Moon premieres Monday night at 9 Eastern and Pacific as part of Expedition Week on the National Geographic Channel.